Hey, what's up, lads and lasses? Welcome back to a new episode of CapGuyMedics. I'm here with Behrokh. Behrokh, you are a third-year medical student, is that right?
Yes, I am.
I'm asking you as if I don't know you're actually in my class.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this interview.
Thank you for inviting me.
So basically, I'm just going to be asking you a couple of questions, just really to give people who are watching this video an insight on how you got to Ireland, why you study in medicine, the application process that you went through in order to do that. It can be pretty hard, as you know, I'm sure you'll agree with. So just to give people an insight on what you went through, how you got here, and now that you're here, whether you enjoy your time here in Ireland. So if you're okay with that, let's get started.
Let's get started.
Let's do it.
Just push the button, man.
So, first of all, could you tell us why you wanted to study medicine?
Oh, that question. It's honestly, I'm being honest. I want to study medicine because I was, as a child, I was more curious about how the human body worked.
Okay.
I was very curious on we're on this planet, how we breathe, how when we eat food, how we use it as energy, or how we survive, how we do our day-to-day lives, and how one person is different from another and another and another, and every person is so unique in themselves.
That's right.
But I also wanted to help people. That has a huge role to play. And I'm not saying that you should study medicine because you want to help people. That you should, because you can help people in so many ways. It doesn't have to be that you have to study medicine.
Yeah.
But I wanted to help people. I wanted to go and make someone from their worst to their best, so they can get up on their own 2 feet and be able to do their function, to live their lives
daily
happy.
life. Yeah, perfect. And are you liking it so far?
I'm loving it, honestly.
Okay, all right. So the application process of medicine can be daunting for so many people.
Oh yeah.
Right? I mean, I went through my own experience, you've gone through yours.
Yeah.
So the point of this channel is really to give you, like I said, an insight to people who come from where you come from, so I haven't even started that yet, and maybe give them a bit of a guidance on what to do. Can I ask you, just before we start, did you have anybody maybe on YouTube or anybody out there that helped you with that, or were you completely alone?
Getting into med school, no, I was alone.
Okay.
I didn't have any videos to watch, especially in my case, coming from my background, from where I am. No, I didn't.
Okay. All right. So this is you giving to those people who don't have those videos.
Hopefully, if I can help one person in my shoes, it'll be great.
Amazing. I love to hear that. All right. So let's start it off. Where are you from?
I'm from Iran, but I lived in Dubai my whole life.
Okay.
I went to school there.
So you had to go through that application process from Dubai?
From Dubai, exactly.
Okay, but you are Iranian?
Yes, I am Iranian.
Fantastic. Both parents?
Both parents.
Okay.
Full.
100%.
100%.
Okay, so how does the application process in Dubai work? Is there only one way? Are there multiple ways of doing it?
It depends. If you want to apply for Ireland, for me, there was so how I applied was actually to get into TCD. I emailed them directly.
Okay, so that's Trinity College in Dublin.
Trinity College Dublin, yes, sir. I applied them directly, and they actually said that I needed to sit an exam before I came, and at that time it was too late.
Okay.
I didn't have enough time to prepare.
Do you know the name of that exam?
I honestly don't. It started with an H.
HPAT?
HPAT,
the
exactly.
HPAT.
It's HPAT.
Okay. So the HPAT is the exam that even the Irish students here in Ireland take in order to get into medical school. I had to take it as a postgraduate student as well. Okay, so you had to take it in Dubai.
Yeah, they said that I had to do it, but at that time it was too late to do it. I didn't have time. So I was also applying to National University of Ireland in Galway.
Okay.
And I emailed them as well, and they said that there's a company called IUMC.
IUMC, okay.
It's based in Malaysia, but also for international students. So I got their email for that company, and I emailed them, and they sent me a PDF.
Okay.
Saying to write my name down, what exams I did, the results I got, the papers related to it, and decide and choose what university I want. So there was Trinity College Dublin, there was University College of Dublin, there was University College of Cork, there was National University of Ireland, and they said pick the ones that you want to get be in first, and if you don't get accepted, you go to the next one and the other one and the other one until you get accepted.
Okay.
So
Was this related in any way to the CAO application?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so it's completely different.
It was completely different. CAO is for, I think, Irish students, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, well, I also had to do it from, as most of you know already, from Belgium. So maybe that's got to do with Europe.
Europe, maybe, yeah, maybe. But it wasn't my case.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I got. So Trinity was my first option, and I got in. But like in the beginning, it was actually quite like a amazing thing because I wasn't planning to apply to Trinity because I couldn't do the HPAT at the time.
Yeah.
So IMC really helped me in like because Trinity was my first option.
Okay, so you actually got into Trinity without having to do the HPAT?
Yeah, without doing the HPAT.
Okay, and do you know if that's something because you're an international student, or is that because IUMC maybe
I think
did it differently?
I think it's international, and I don't
Okay.
have an Irish passport. I'm not an Irish citizen. I
Okay.
think it's for international. They don't have to do HPAT.
Okay, all right.
I think if you do your other exams and you're qualified enough, you don't have to do it.
Right. Okay, so you've done the application process. It was very difficult.
It
Did you
was
Did you
difficult.
have to write a personal statement?
I had to write a personal statement,
Yes.
which it's an essay about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, who you are, why you chose medicine, what advantage you have over other people, just like what you did, everything about yourself.
Okay, so you decided to do medicine. You applied for medicine, and then you got in the first go.
Yes. Well, I also applied to England. And
Okay.
I did the UK CAT.
Okay.
That's an exam that you need to do for medicine only
Yeah.
to get into to England. But my England options didn't work out, unfortunately. It's okay because like medicine is a very competitive.
Of course, absolutely.
So it's okay. And Ireland, I'm happy where I am at the moment. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Okay, so you chose 4 universities in the UK.
4 universities in the UK.
Do you remember them, just so that people
It
know?
was King's College of London,
Yeah.
University of Edinburgh,
Yeah.
University College of London, and University of East Anglia.
Okay, and you went through UCAS, I
Yeah,
presume.
UCAS,
Okay, UCAS.
exactly.
Okay, so those didn't work out, but through IUMC,
I got into Trinity.
Trinity directly. Okay,
Yeah.
so you applied to England and Ireland, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, can I ask you why you wanted to do Ireland and the UK?
Uh,
For example, why didn't you apply in Dubai, or why didn't you go to Iran, or?
Well, in Iran, I didn't go back home because in back home it's a different system, and I needed to study in Persian.
Okay.
And I can speak it, I can understand and read it, but like the grammar I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And there's also an end of year exams that every person in Iran sits for
Okay.
after their high school is finished.
Yeah.
And that's how they get accepted to uni.
Kind of like the HPAT.
Yeah, kind of like the HPAT.
Is that for all universities or just medical universities?
For all universities
Oh,
in
okay,
Iran.
okay.
That's how you decide based on the score you get, you decide if you want to do medicine, engineering, or so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it was a bit of a language barrier.
A
more than
language
anything.
barrier, and the opportunity back home is not that great.
Okay. All right.
It's more difficult. And Dubai as well, they didn't have good medical universities.
Okay.
It's not advanced in that way. So
Right. So you wanted to go more in European.
Yeah, more European,
Okay.
and also to discover new cultures, live by myself,
Yeah.
to get out of Dubai, come into a new setting,
Of
new
course.
environment.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
really, it was a new experience I was waiting for.
With people watching this video, applying from Dubai, thinking of coming to Ireland or the UK, what would you say was the hardest bit?
The hardest bit is I sat my exams and I got good results.
Okay. School exams?
School exams, external exams as well. I did my A levels.
Okay.
I did APs, I did an SAT, I did O levels, all exams you're required to do to get into university.
So you went to an international school?
Yeah, I went to an
Okay.
international school, so I even did an English test.
Okay.
So I did like everything the HPAT required,
Yeah.
but like in different formats.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So that's why. So the HPAT itself is an entrance exam for medicine, but you're saying that when you finished school, you had already.
I did enough exams to make me qualified.
Okay. So you had to make sure that your English was up to scratch.
Yeah, I needed to prove that I am able to study right in English. I did the IELTS, or you could do a TOEFL. You could either choose either one.
Oh yeah, I've heard of the TOEFL
to
before.
prove that you're qualified in English.
Okay. So those are the 2 exams that you can take.
Yeah,
to prove that you are adequate to
in
study
English,
in
yeah.
English. Okay.
Which you need, like I think you need it for all courses if you're an international student.
Okay.
Then I did A-level chemistry, A-level biology, A-level mathematics.
Okay.
And I did O-level, so those are the hard exams that you have to do. And O-levels are like a degree below it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did English, biology, French, math, chemistry.
Okay.
In my O-levels.
So it's quite similar to the English system, this whole O and A levels.
Yeah.
Are you saying this because you know that we've got an audience who might know what the A level is? It was actually called the A levels.
It's actually called
okay.
A-levels.
So in an international school that does the A levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So A-levels and O-levels are for the UK,
yeah.
and Ireland also accepts them.
Yeah.
And AP and SATs are more like American system.
Okay.
Like if you want to go to an American uni,
yeah.
you do your APs and SATs.
Okay. Which brings me to my next question. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Okay, 20. So
yeah.
you were really out of school.
So once when I came here, I didn't even turn 18 yet. I was
yeah.
still 17.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So just before uni started, I recently turned 18.
Okay. And how did it feel leaving your home? Leaving your parents, your family? How did it feel?
It was hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's hard. It's difficult. Like
especially on the other side of the world.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the world. Because my brother left home and he came to London.
Yeah.
I saw him going through that, so
yeah.
I was already kind of prepared.
Mm.
But like I was leaving my home. I was leaving my parents. It was hard, but it was exciting at the same time.
Yeah,
you know,
I can imagine.
I'm doing everything by myself. I'm becoming my own person, so it was exciting.
Okay. And did you apply to any American universities?
No, I didn't, because in America and Canada you need to sit for pre-med,
yeah.
then do the MCAT, and then do medicine.
Okay.
And that process just seemed so long to me,
okay.
and I honestly didn't want to go through the 4-year pre-med.
Okay. Honest question.
Yeah.
If you hadn't got into medicine this year, would you have gone down that route?
To go to America?
Yeah, the MCAT, having to do, you said the MCAT and pre-med, MCAT, then medical school.
Yeah.
Would you have done that?
I wouldn't have.
No?
First of one reason was because I only did AP biology, and that's it.
Okay.
And I didn't do any other. So you needed to do a total of 5 APs.
Yeah.
And your SAT to be able to go to an American uni.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do them because
okay.
I was so focused on going to UK.
Okay. So you knew that you wanted to go to
I didn't want to go to America, to be honest. I wanted to go to more European kind of. I know UK is out of European Union, but like it still like has similar kind of culture.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go to Europe.
Okay.
Based.
Okay.
Based on like what my brother said, because he has lived in both in America and Europe.
Okay.
He said like he has nothing against America. Like
of course, yeah.
But he said like as a preference, because each person has their own preference.
Yep.
You know, he said he preferred to live in Europe.
Okay, so you wanted to go. You trusted his opinion.
Yeah, I trusted his opinion, and I don't know, like because I traveled in Europe, I visited like when I was younger, and I saw it, and I just had like this kind of dream to live here. Yeah.
Okay, and so it was more based on what you had heard rather than maybe the opportunities that you would have after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can have equal good opportunities in both America and Europe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I did one AP and that's it. Because the APs are also hard. I couldn't manage my time doing APs and A-levels at the same time and get good results in both. I personally couldn't do that.
So you focused on...
I focused on A-levels to do the best I could. So yeah. And second, I didn't want to go to America. I really, really wanted to come and live in a kind of European kind of country.
So you've done the application. You've understood that you want to live in Europe.
Yeah.
You get accepted into Europe. You come to Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
How is it like?
How's it like? It's great, actually. The weather is a bit...
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, it's good.
The weather, okay, tell us.
The weather is like raining all the, like, there's not that much sun, it's raining most of the time, it's cold.
Massive culture shock, right?
Massive culture shock.
Weather
From
shock.
Dubai it's like hot and now cold. But the people are super nice.
Okay.
It was easy to adjust because like the people were nice, they helped me a lot. So I was very happy about that.
Okay, alright, so you feel very accepted here in this community, welcome. Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, honestly. Are you thinking of going back to Dubai after?
Honestly, no.
No?
I'm not thinking of going back to Dubai after I finish my degree. After I finish my 5 years degree, I hope I could stay here, but
Yep.
going back to Dubai, I wouldn't.
Okay. So you say you wish you can stay here. What is the criteria for you to stay here? Is it to do with visas? Is it to do with application processes after the 5 years of medicine?
Yeah, it's unfortunately, like, the harsh truth is, because I'm an international student.
Okay.
After our 5 year course, and because we have like more than 100 students, the internships are prioritized for Irish students.
Okay, so that's really important for international students to know that.
Yeah, so like it is an unfortunate thing. Maybe it will change in the future, but I don't know. But at this moment of time, it is prioritized for international for Irish students. Sorry.
Okay.
So that's why once you finish your course, you have to think of you're applying for uni all over again. That's
Okay.
how you have to think of it. Like, you have to apply to wherever you can, wherever you possibly can, and just go through the process again. That's how you have to be mentally prepared.
Okay. And you're ready to do that?
Yes.
Of course. Did
Yeah.
you know that before arriving here?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you knew that was going to be one of the disadvantages of coming to Ireland?
Disadvantages of coming to Ireland, but it's not just Ireland. It's also if you go to the UK, or if you're no university guarantees you an intern. For what I know of, I don't know if don't get me, like, what I know of, what universities that I applied to even in the UK didn't guarantee me an internship position.
Okay, all right. I mean, I've seen a lot of international students who finished at Trinity who now are working here.
Yeah, of course.
But it is a trend, I think you agree with me, it is a trend that we have a lot of Canadians, we have a lot of Americans in our class, and they will do the USMLE in second year, fourth year, and fifth. Is that what it is?
If you do it in the US, after your 2 years of your course, you can sit for the USMLE.
Okay.
But for us, I think for Trinity, I'm speaking about Trinity. It's usually mostly after your 3rd year is finished, you can sit for it.
Yeah.
Because we're doing US requires a pathology course that we just started this year.
Okay.
So that's why we do it at the end of this year.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not the exact same years as the Americans or the Canadians or anybody who wants to go study there. It's a bit later. I think they do it. Yeah, you said in second year, but we
after
do it in third year.
Yeah.
Because of pathology.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's
I
very
think so.
interesting.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what,
Okay. And are you studying for your USMLEs?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you are thinking of maybe going to America just as a possibility?
As a possibility, yes. And my brother is there, so being closer with family is really important to me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. That's good, because it's funny, because before you said that you weren't thinking too much of America, that you wanted to be in Europe, but now that you have finished medicine, you don't mind going back.
Yeah, I don't mind going to America after I finish, because I have experienced this, and that's what I really wanted to experience.
Fantastic. Okay, understood. So we're talking to international students, probably coming from Dubai, want to come here in Ireland or the UK.
Or the UK.
What are the 5 things, if you can think of them, or just a couple of things that you wish you knew before you left? They can be as mundane as, I should have packed, my raincoat, or something very important, just...
5 things before. Once I left high school and I came here, of course you study a lot, you continue studying, but I wish I was a bit less stressful. Like, I wish I didn't take things too seriously.
Okay.
Like, it's hard, don't get me wrong. Like, you're in it, especially if you're international and you feel like, because when I came here, there was not a lot of people from Dubai, or like in an Arab-based country, if I could say it. So I was kind of alone, but and I was kind of shy. I was kind of like, how are people gonna understand me? How are people react to me? But I wish I didn't do that. I wish I was more out there.
Okay.
Like, talk to people, say hi, say how are you. It doesn't matter if they're not nice to you, don't talk to them again. If they're nice, welcome and go for it.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of scared. Like, I've gotten this opportunity to be in medical course. What if I can't do it? That was my biggest fear, to be honest.
So the stress wasn't only a social stress, but also an educational stress.
Educational stress as well. Like, because uni and high school are completely different things, and I was really scared. Like, I was given this amazing opportunity, and my parents have invested a lot in me, so that kind of really stressed me out, and really brought me down. But I wish you can do it. it's gonna be hard. You might not get the grades you want, but you can do it. If you just like, and without the added stress, you can even do better.
Okay. And I remember in first year we were told a lot, especially talking to international students, the teachers were saying marks here are completely different.
Yeah.
I come from a background where I went to university, I did my bachelor's degree and my master's degree in the UK, so the whole first 2-1s, 2-2s, and passes like that, I understood them. And Americans, when they saw like 65, they were so shocked, so like just different grading systems.
Yeah, different.
Were you stressed out? You just said something that really cool. I caught. It was you might not get the marks that you get.
Yeah.
Is that because it's a different grading system here?
I knew it was gonna be a different grading system because my brother told me it's like you're not gonna get the grades you want and it's different. And I know how his grades were given to him, so I knew it was a different grading system.
Okay.
But in terms of not getting the grades you want, is like you might not be able to, like, you're studying, but it's a lot different material and it's a heavier material and you get more in that perspective, and not be, if you try your best and like you did your best, you just have to be okay with what you got because you put in the effort, and if it didn't pay off now, it will pay off in the future.
That's right. Now, just so that people get a bit of a gist of who you are, we've talked a lot about medicine. What do you do to relax? What do you do here in Ireland? Do you do sports?
I do. Yeah. I think working out is really good. Like, some people can, like, for me, it's really stress. Like, once I'm like into my own head, I do kickboxing.
Okay. So that's really to think of something different than medicine.
Something different. Even like for me, kickboxing, because I watch videos. I don't go to classes. There's so many videos you can watch online and do it. So because you're pretending to punch something, so you just imagine whatever you need to punch and you just punch it like that. And then
so you think of a subject.
Yeah, if something that really is really annoying, you just go like you just imagine it like you're in front of you.
Could you share maybe a subject that you really dislike that you wish you could punch?
A subject?
We've all got one.
Oh yeah, for me honestly it was biomedical science.
Okay.
For me, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't my cup of tea.
So that was end of last year?
Yeah, it was end of last year.
I think we all felt a bit of how to say, we've all got that one subject that we have.
Yeah, everyone has their strengths.
We just don't love it as much as the other things.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses.
I love that. Okay, so we were talking about the fact that you have to have some kind of, a threshold of marks. And would you say that you're a typical student from Dubai? You went to international school?
International private school, yeah.
Okay, is that average in Dubai? I don't know how
there's
it's like
public schools in Dubai, but to my knowledge, like I think people who want to go outside of Dubai are usually in a private school.
Okay.
I was in a private school since I was like grade 1.
And would you say, so the reason I'm asking that is, would you say that helped you or gave you an advantage to get in here, especially through IUMC?
Yeah.
Yes.
A private school did because they give you the knowledge, they told you that they told you that you have APs, A levels, and universities like came to our school.
Okay, so they gave you that platform.
Yeah,
as well. Okay.
they told us like that's what you need to get into our school if you want to. We had like a library where they set up tables and universities came there and gave us brochures and everything. So that was really good. That helped me, and they did the A levels APs in my school, so in our exam hall. So that was like it was my home ground, like I'm used to the system. I didn't have to get adjusted to go to another school and stuff and sit in another place I don't know. Yeah, so in that perspective, yeah, I don't know the public school system there, so I have no knowledge of it.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that happened in my school. That's how it.
Okay,
how it was.
All right. So many students come from abroad, and it's quite expensive to study here at Trinity. Are you paying international fees?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I don't know if you can give us the exact number, but it's quite expensive. Is it nearly as close to what they pay in America, or?
Yeah, I think similar.
Okay, so we're talking around 40,000-50,000.
Yeah.
Okay, per year.
Per year.
Okay, so that's very expensive.
That is unfortunately.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Did you know of any scholarships, or did you know of any help that could be attained? So, like, for example, your government, or how
Oh
did
no,
that
not
work
from
out?
my government.
No, not at all?
No,
Okay.
no, because Iranian government wasn't gonna provide, because I have an Iranian passport.
Okay.
Iran wasn't gonna provide me with any scholarships, nor was Dubai, because I'm not technically local because I don't have a passport from Dubai.
Yeah.
Which until now you can't have. You can only be a resident. You
Yeah.
can't get the passport.
Okay. So there was no
No
way
way.
you could get a scholarship
Yeah.
in those means. Did you know of any scholarships maybe here that you could have applied
No, not
to?
at that time.
No? Okay. All right. So you said that you studied, you were considering the UK, you went to Ireland, you obviously got into Ireland. If you could change anything, would you?
No.
No? You really love it here?
I do love it, and everything happens for a reason. I got into Trinity for a reason. This is the path I'm on because I have a purpose. It's for a reason that this happened.
Are you happy doing medicine?
I'm so happy.
Do you want to give people a little insight on what we did maybe first year, second year, third year?
Okay.
Just so they get a bit of a feel.
So currently I'm in third year, and I just started third year. So it's my third week approximately.
Mm-hmm.
So first 2 years were just book studying. You're just basically going to lecture hall, sitting in a lecture, and then going back home or in the library or wherever you're comfortable and studying through it books.
So kind of like school.
Kind of like high school, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It's,
And would you say, sorry, I'm cutting you, but would you say, just so people get a bit of an idea, were you working all of the time?
No, I was working to my capability, you know?
Okay.
Like, you have to take rest when you have to.
Absolutely.
Like, don't overwork it, because once you overwork yourself, your brain just shuts down, and that's not good. You have to have a good social and studying pattern. It's harder to do than say, honestly, I know, like
That's right, no one can get it
no
straight
one
away.
can get it right, you know? it's hard to find the balance. It's practice. It comes with practice,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly, practice makes perfect. So that's the first 2 years are just your books. You study throughout your books. But the good thing is we had our anatomy dissection room, and we learned from a donor body, so that was really good. Like that was amazing. Like those days were so encouraging to me.
So that gives you, like, you said that it was books and studying at home, but that gave you a bit of an
A
insight.
push, yeah, push.
A
you know,
push,
like,
a hope
yeah,
that
hope,
something good is coming.
Exactly,
Okay.
something good is coming.
Okay.
And after going through the 2 years, now starting this year, and we're gonna start our ward rotations, going into hospitals. I'm super excited.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also very
Yes,
excited.
I'm not gonna lie either. It's the best. It's the best feeling ever. Like, it's honestly, I couldn't be over the moon. Like, I'm on top of the world right now. It's amazing.
Amazing. If you could maybe encourage someone watching this video.
If I could encourage, I would, like, if you're applying to medicine, like, if I was talking to my younger self, it's because I did the work at that time. When I graduated, I put in a lot of effort, I put in hard work, I did. And like everyone does. But when I was when I was applying and getting the rejection letters, it was kind of hard. Because it puts you down, because you're like, oh, I did my best. Like, honestly, at that moment of time, I couldn't do any more.
Mhm.
So seeing those letters was kind of discouraging, I'm not gonna lie. But you get down, but just don't focus on it. Just think, like, you did your best, and whatever happens, you get rewarded for your hard work. Maybe not in 1 month, 2 months, but you will eventually will. Because for me, I believe in, like, hard work will get rewarded in some way. Maybe not the way you were expecting to it, but it will.
Okay.
And don't keep like, well, if you get sad or angry, just don't keep it to yourself. Talk to someone, you know, your friend, your family member. Say that I'm sad, like, why am I not getting accepted? Like, don't keep that ahead, because your mental health is very important. And at that time of applying to medical school, that might be, like, not that good.
Mm-hmm.
You might be under pressure. So take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. And if you don't get accepted the first year, that's okay. Honestly, it might not seem at that time, but it's okay, because there are students that are older in age, and they applied again and they got it, and they're still doing it. Exactly.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. So it's not discouraging if you don't get accepted the first year. Maybe study something else, apply again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because then maybe in those years that you didn't study medicine, you study some other course, you get to know yourself better.
That's right.
You get to know your studying pattern
That's
better.
right. Yep.
And you get older in age, you get more mature. And when you come into medical school, it'll be easier, you know?
That's right. Yeah.
So don't stress about it, because like it will work out eventually. If you put in the hard work, it will work out.
Okay, well, Behrokh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want to add to anybody at home or someone watching this video, please do.
If someone is watching and like if someone's coming from Dubai, every person is different. Like you will find your place if you want. Once you leave home and you come to a new environment, you will find your place eventually. Don't rush it. Take your time. Enjoy every day. Every day comes, and don't think about the future too much. Live one day at a time. The one thing that I would say, one day at a time is the best thing you can do.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Behrokh.
you.
And guys, thank you for watching. I hope that encouraged at least one person out there. And if you have any questions,
You can ask me to Adam. Adam, you can ask me. We can do a part 2 if you want.
Yeah, part 2. I would love that. That would be great. Or just put your comments, the questions in the comments below, and just let us know what you would like to know. And we'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. All right, lads and lasses, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And see you next time. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.